Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to Real News and Weather. I'm Digital Correspondent Sarah STRACKHOUSE. We're starting with a look at some of your top headlines this morning. Water levels have hit historical highs across the Midwest, killing at least 3 people, according to the Weather Channel. NBC reports rain and melting snow caused the Missouri River to overflow, leaving hundreds of families homeless. The flooding has forced evacuations and taken down hundreds of homes in the NORFOK, Nebraska, and Pacific Junction, Iowa areas over the weekend. The Emergency Management Agency said it's monitoring 17 flood locations in the state of Nebraska, and flooding warnings remain in effect overnight in parts of Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Iowa. And the Department of Transportation continues to investigate the safety factors of Boeing's 737 MAX jetliners. According to the Wall Street Journal, the DOT Inspector General's office is looking into the FAA's approval of the aircraft and subpoenaed documents from one of the people assumed to be involved in developing the 737 MAX. This is, of course, after 2 deadly crashes involving the jetliner. And the NCAA men's basketball rankings for the Sweet 16 are out. ESPN reports Duke is this year's overall top seed, with Virginia, North Carolina, and Gonzaga as the other number 1 seeds. The first game takes place tomorrow, and the Final Four is set April 6th through the 8th in Minneapolis. It's been a beautiful weekend, but let's see what's in store for us this week with meteorologist Cash Payne. Cash.
Well, thank you, Strax. Yeah, it was a fantastic weekend for anyone out enjoying St. Patrick's Day, and that trend has actually continued into the work week. Usually for this time of the year, we start out the mornings in the upper 40s. We were in the 40s here in Dallas, and going into the afternoon with mostly sunny skies, we should get up to about 70 degrees, some of us staying in the upper 60s, and that's just about where we should be for this time of the year as well for our afternoon highs. So a very typical mid-March to late March going into the rest of the week. It looks like those temperatures will stay fairly steady. High pressure is giving us that nice sunshine out for the afternoon, and that's out towards the Midwestern states and actually is going down all the way into North Texas. And there's a little low pressure system out towards parts of Colorado, so we get those southeasterly winds, which will increase our moisture, but we're not going to be dealing with any rain showers going into early parts of the week. Our next best chance for rain is actually going to hold off probably until Friday night and into the weekend. About a 50 to 60% chance of rain going into Friday night and into your Saturday. So if you want to make plans for that, it's still ways far away, I would say, still 5 days out. So certainly things can change, but it's something to keep an eye on as you start to make those plans. I know everybody wants to get outdoors because we've been experiencing the cold, we've been experiencing the rain, but it looks like Mother Nature might have us hanging out indoors for a little while longer. But in the meantime, you can enjoy the rest of the week because it looks like temperature's going to stay fairly nice, and we should see a lot of sunshine. Don't go anywhere, though. The rundown is coming up next.
Thanks so much, Cash. The Rundown is a daily email sent out by Jeff Crilly to journalists across the country talking about some of the top stories of the day and an expert to weigh in on the subject. The first story in the Rundown: Boeing had too much sway in vetting owned jets, FAA was told. That's a story out of Bloomberg. Talking about this is aviation consultant Ken Jenkins. The next story: unclaimed cash. IRS has more than $1.4 billion in unclaimed tax refunds. That's a Forbes story, and talking about this is IRS and tax expert Matthew Jennings. The final story: botched Botox. Expert reveals the telltale signs, including the Spock brow, which could mean the wrong muscle has been injected. That's a story out of Daily Mail, and talking about this is cosmetic surgeon Dr. Priya Kalyam. To get on the Rundown email list, all you have to do is email Jeff Crilly. That's Jeff Crilly at realnewspr.com. Well, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to have a great work week and join us back here on Friday.